Hey everybody, I'm going to try this. This is actually take three of my video presentation on the subject matter I want to cover. Lately, and I've made posts about this, I've seen more religious discussions going on, and this is a good thing. I'm glad to see a variant from the usual Benghazi, the abortions, etc., etc., etc. It gets old, it gets tiresome after a while. So something new, something fresh on a completely different subject is very welcome, and I appreciate each and every one of you, regardless of your views, inputting. Makes me proud. Yeah, I'm proud of all of you. I want to give you hugs and much, much love. Anyway, uh, that's just me trying to be silly. Uh, we're going to touch on something very controversial. More than likely, I'm going to piss some people off. Nothing new. However, okay, this this is the disclosure. The accept or do not accept uh, moment. Like I said, this is going to be very controversial. We're going to cover Judas Iscariot, and my theory based upon both biblical text, canonized biblical text, excuse me, and the non canonized biblical text, which to me holds as much of value as the actual canonized texts do. And what the content is, and a very controversial theory conclusion based upon those texts. What those texts are: the infancy gospel, the very controversial gospel of Judas. Those two primarily. We're going to follow it with scripture from the New Testament, both within the Passion plays, as well as Acts, book 1, chapters, I believe it's either 15 or 16 through roughly 20. I'll be more specific on that here in a few minutes. Uh, Judas Iscariot. Man, through the New Testament, we really don't know much about him. We don't know his history, his background, where he came from, while we kind of have an understanding of the other 11. We know that Jesus knew them. We know that they were all related. I'll be honest, this part I do not recall if it's actually recorded in the New Testament. But I've read it somewhere. It may have been in the Gnostic texts, aka the texts that were banned during the Council of Nicaea, when Rome adopted Christianity a few hundred years later. But it's been recorded that the other 11 were all related to Jesus, be that by blood, be that by marriage. We know this, except for one, and that was James, the wiser. Because I believe there are two James, if I remember correctly. It's been a long, long time since I've really delved into things. Uh, Biblically, anyway, in a very thorough aspect. Uh, James the Wiser, I believe it was actually Jesus's, Yeshua's, depending on how you view him, older brother. Now, be that an older brother's stepbrother or an older brother by blood, half brother, that's a whole nother ball of wax. I will get into that at some other time because it encompasses a whole other clusterfuck. Anyway, no, we're gonna focus on Judas. Uh, hold that thought. Sorry, coffee just perked and I need it like there's no tomorrow. Uh, this will take a moment. Pick your nose, light a cigarette, bite a sandwich, drink your own coffee, laugh at me, knock yourselves out. I'll be back in like 30 seconds. I apologize. I might even edit this part out. Anyway, sorry about that. My apologies. Really, I should have went and got it beforehand. Anyway, Judas Iscariot came from the lower regions of Israel. I don't remember exactly from where. I don't even know if it specifies. I don't recall. Um, anyway, he was not blood related to the others. He was Jesus's best friend from childhood. I say this because of the content of the infancy gospel, where, sorry, I'm trying to block out that light and I like to move around. Uh, anyway, where uh, he died and was resurrected by a very young Yeshua. They were around the age of 6, maybe 7 at the time of said event. It was Yeshua, the older brother James, and Judas. Apparently, they were all playing up on a roof. Why they were on a roof playing, what they were playing, who knows? Something happened. Judas fell to his death. Yeshua and James, they both run down immediately to check on Judas, unaware, I suppose, of what happened. Crowd gathered, accused Yeshua of doing it himself. Apparently, the kid had a lot of anger issues. What kid doesn't? Especially for sake of argument, you've got the powers and the ability that he did. Trying to come to grips with that. At the same time, bordering on puberty. Oh, yeah, it must have been a great time. I do not pity him at all. Actually, no, wait, I do. Sorry. uh, um, sorry. Something weird's going on. I've always believed that my apartment's haunted. And I thought I saw something in the background here. Um, Judas, I believe, was murdered when. Fuck, I screwed the whole thing up. God damn it. not going to apologize.